Hey, my lovelies. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. If you are tuning in via YouTube, if you are tuning in via my podcast, I want to say welcome and thank you guys once again. My name is Kamoy and I am here to give you your daily vibration for December 4th, 2019. Okay. Before we jump into the vibration, however, you guys know that I do have to go ahead and give a few announcements so we can go ahead and tackle the energy of the day. So I want to let you guys know that you can find me every Friday on YouTube at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times, where I do jump into the chat and answer questions. We do a private poll, and then we jump into the chat and we answer questions. So you guys can come on and join me live on YouTube on Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys, I also do post these daily vibration videos as well as the podcast. They go up daily, so you guys can either tune in via the podcast or you can tune in via YouTube and kind of get the collective energy in the atmosphere today, as well as some inspirations and some tips to get you through the day. I also want to remind you guys that it is the holiday season, so you can get a reading for a discounted price, a donation of $50 for a love or career reading. So you guys can go ahead and email me at the number 4, your inner voice at gmail.com. The same way the channel is spelled is my email address at gmail.com. I also want to just thank everyone for all of the love and the support, guys. I do this for a living. I am a certified Reiki energy healer as well as a life coach and a tarot reader. And I'm all about my spiritual walk, so my podcast is all about the spiritual journey and the spiritual walk. And my goal here is to use all of my platform to help you guys, okay? Now, with that being said, I also want to let you guys know that you will be seeing your individual videos for each zodiac sign starting today, okay? Super excited about getting into that energy. I am going to be tapping into a lot of the 2020 energy, so you guys can look forward to that. Now, let's jump into the vibration of the day. Okay, so today is December 4th, 2019, and there will not be dates in the caption, guys, because energy is fluid. So whenever you click on this video or on the podcast, if the message resonates, then it is for you. Okay, so you take what you need and you leave what you do not. Okay. So today we're vibrating on the number 1. And you know how I always tell you guys all day, every day, it is important for you to use your intuition, because intuitive energy is always available to you, my loves. It's really up to you whether or not you choose to utilize that energy, okay? Now, today as we're vibrating on the number 1, I do want you guys to know that the number 1 is all about creation, okay? The number 1 is also the energetic pattern for new beginnings. It's also the energetic pattern for uniqueness. The number 1 is also for the energetic pattern of self-leadership, not allowing anyone else to lead you down. How do they say? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Or if somebody tells you to jump off the cliff, will you jump off the cliff? Like stuff like that. So this is all about self-leadership, and you can't really have self-leadership if you don't know who you are, especially if you're not paying attention to your intuitive nature. Okay, so just be mindful about that. We do have assertiveness in the atmosphere today, as well as fame. So we can see some people venturing out into some fame in their respective cultures or community. Okay, so we're not just talking about fame based on, the television or the radio or music. This can just be fame based in your own community, based on what you do for a living, or what you do for a passion, or what you do for your community. Okay, now we do have raw, pure energy in the atmosphere today, as well as willpower and positivity. Right now, what you want to pay attention today to is the lower vibrational energy in the atmosphere with the number 1, which is all about being single-minded. This is going to be energy that can make others have lack of emotions. Okay, this can also be like dependent energy, okay, or codependent energy. This can also be passive energy, aggressive energy, and arrogant energy, okay? These are all signs for your hazels, your gargamels, your narcissists, as well as your energy vampires, okay? Now, It's important for you to realize, my love, that as we are moving through the energy today, you're going to have to use your intuitive nature. And I know we've been talking about this for a while because we're really getting closer to this 2020 energy, and you're not going to be able to really trust just what you see with your eyes when we get into that energy, right? You're going to have to be able to also trust your intuition, okay? Now that we've kind of gotten an overview of what's going on collectively as we're vibrating on the number one, I've already pre-shuffled the cards and broke them down because I am recording also for my listeners on the podcast, this daily vibration. So I didn't want to do all of that shuffling on camera and on the podcast because I'm dual recording right now. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled the cards. We're going to do fire, earth, water, and air. Okay, now the overall message you need to pay attention to, because I really feel like at this point in the game, guys, you are supposed to learn all of your zodiac patterns and then rise above this pattern so you can then bend space and time or really control your reality, right? And all of that is done through mastering your chakras, which is really AKA mastering yourself. Okay, so because it is Sagittarius season, which is fire season, we're going to start off with the fire signs, right? And then we're going to take a look at the overall message from earth, wind, fire, earth, air, fire, and water, okay? So let's start off with the message here that's coming in. All right, opportunity is back again, guys. We've had this card pop up in our reading now. I want to say for the past couple of days, okay? So landing in the placement of the fire energy from a fire signs, we do have the sun and Aquarius energy, which is all about opportunity and being ready for change to come into your life, okay? When we're dealing with the water energy today, we have the moon in Scorpio, which is all about transformation. When we're dealing with the air energy today, we have eclipse energy in Aries, which is all about collaboration. And when we're dealing with the earth energy today, we have the sun in Gemini, which is all about communication, okay? Now, I am pulling the zodiac cards from my zodiac deck. Okay, I'm going to hold this up so you guys can see. That's what I'm pulling from today, the Zodiac reading deck, and this is by Patsy Bennett, if any of you guys are interested in that deck. This is my new favorite deck cards, okay? So let's just get the overall message of the day. So today you're being asked, my loves, to be open to all of the opportunities that are coming in, okay? And these can be intuitive opportunities because this energy is landing on the fire sign placement. You are going to have to pay attention to your intuition today because transformation energy is also in the atmosphere. You know how we talked about self-leadership today? You can do this by paying attention to your emotions. With this moon in Scorpio card, which is card number 20, and if you reduce 20 down to a single digit, that's the number 2, which is going to be all about balance, harmony and balance, right? This card represents a change that's happening in your emotional life. And we talk a lot about your emotions governing what's manifesting in this third dimensional realm. So your emotions is the gas that's used to manifest things into this third dimensional realm. And today, right, in your emotional placement, aka your water placement, guys, you have the moon in Scorpio energy, which is all about transformation, okay? This is all about you being able to change your emotional state or to tap into your feelings, okay? Now, with your air energy, right? For all my air signs, right? You're in the eclipse in Aries energy. So the overall message here today, my loves, is to be open to the opportunities. Pay attention to the transformation that's coming in on an emotional level. You're going to have to be able to collaborate with others because that is how your blissfulness, right, is going to come to you. That is how joy is going to come to you. That is how your rewards is going to come to you. It's going to be through collaborations, through your community, okay? Now, you will have to create or communicate, rather, what you want in this season, okay? So overall, you're going to have to communicate what you want today. You're going to have to ask for what you want. How does that saying go? A closed mouth does not get fed. So you are going to have to communicate today clearly that in which you desire to have or to express, or to attain. But communication is going to be key today. All right. So let's start off with my fire signs. So overall message, guys, for your fire, for your water, for my air, and for my earth signs, the overall message for all zodiac signs is opportunities coming in. Be open for the transformation that's coming through, and you're going to be able to feel this with your intuition, aka your emotions. You're going to have to be open to collaborate with people, because your relationships will be boosted and success will be even more heightened through community, through relationship, through collaboration. Okay. And you will have to do that with clear communication, negotiation, asking for what you want. Okay. And really being able to honor your skills and your talents. So that's overall the message for today. The personal messages, we're going to start off with the fire signs. You guys had the sun in Aquarius card, and this has been popping up now, I want to say for 2 or 3 days now. Okay. And this is card number 11, which is all about opportunities. There's a lot of change happening energetically, and if you're open for it, you can kind of ride the tide. Okay, my wonderful fire sign. So we're going to start off with Sagittarius, because it is Sagittarius season. So my wonderful Sagittarius, your message is today is that you will have to take action towards the opportunities that's coming to you today. Okay, there is a readiness for the change, so just be open to it today. And as your intuitive nature pops in today, be able and be mindful to take the actions towards the things that you desire to manifest. Okay, my wonderful Aries, today you have the realization card popping up. Okay, and when this card pops up, this is all about you once again, because it's landing, clarifying the opportunities placement, my wonderful Aries, right? So some of you are stepping into realizing that you are ready for the change. You may not quite be able to put your finger on it yet, or to explain it with words to others, but there is a knowing that's coming from within. There's just a knowing. And when we're dealing with the energy from this card, because like I said, this is also card number 11 for any of you that's been seeing the number 11 or 1111, right? And in this card number 11 with the sun in Aquarius, Aquarian energy is all about knowing. So my wonderful Aries, this is all about you coming to a place of realization. Even though you may not be able to put it into words, you do realize that there's a change that's needed, and you are ready for this change that's coming in. So just be open to that. All right, my wonderful Leos, look at that. You guys have protection, right? And it's just saying, once again, be open to the opportunities and the things that's taking place, and you can move forward with that change, right? Move forward with the change, and know that whatever avenue or whatever venture you're moving towards, there is protection there. Okay, so just be mindful of that. All right, so now we're going to jump into my water signs. Now, my wonderful water signs, your card is the moon in Scorpio energy. Okay, with the moon in Scorpio energy, this is all about transformation. And like I said, this is card number 20 from the deck. If you reduce 20 down to a single digit, that is the number 2. The number 2 is all about balance and harmony. Okay, so just be open to balance and harmony in your emotions, okay? Because this is the water placement, and this is a water card. Water represents your emotions, okay? And that is what you need to govern most importantly, because your emotions, once again, is what manifests things into this third dimensional realm. Okay, so we're going to start off with Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, today you're being asked to have faith. You do have the number 22 card popping up here. So now, Scorpio, if you've been seeing 222 or 22 or 2,222, just pay attention to this message, because there's no coincidence, okay? So it's asking you to have faith as you're going through this transformation process or period. And I've been talking about the 2 different types of faith lately. I've been talking about faith, F-A-T-E, which is the faith you need to be operating in, versus F-A-I-T-H. It's 2 totally different faith, and you can definitely research both of them and see exactly which one you want to go with. But either which way, they could still both manifest you things, you know. I just personally feel like F-A-T-E gives me more of a firmer ground to stand on when I'm operating with my faith. So my wonderful Scorpios, once again, you are going to have to move with faith today, especially when it comes to your emotional, intuitive nature, okay? It's not going to be about what you see with your physical eyes, but what you know that you know that you know that you know that you know within yourself today, okay, my wonderful Scorpios. Now, Pisces, Pisces, you have card number 29 from my healing deck, clarifying your Scorpio, Moon and Scorpio energy, which is all about transformation. Pay attention today, my wonderful Pisces, because you could get a lot of clarity towards the direction that you're headed in your life, and keep an open mind, okay, that you are going through a transformation period on this discovery. Now, if you take a look at this card, and I know that those of you that are listening via podcast, you can't, but on the YouTube channel, do you see all of this mountain in the background? Do you see all of this water? Okay, first of all, the water represents your emotion, right? And you know, I talk about being able to move mountains, okay? Yep, this is like a waterfall. I talk about being able to move mountains, and I talk about the mountains represents your pain, your trauma, your conversation of lack that you have within yourself, your conversation of not feeling worthy, right? Your mountains are whatever is internally withholding you back from living your best life, okay? So my wonderful Pisces, as you discover your purpose today, and you can do that just through meditation, you can discover your purpose through having a conversation with someone. You can just be washing a dish and just had an epiphany because you've been going through some things, right? And just immediately realize, oh my God, this means this and this means that, right? And you can go through that, Pisces, because you're very perceptive. You're very perceptive. You're the zodiac sign that takes, I want to say, all 11 other zodiac signs in their energetic pattern, and you kind of compile into a broader understanding of oneself and of others. And this is why you are energetic sponge. This is why you're the one sign in the zodiac sign that can walk into a room and someone can easily transfer their energy on you, okay? Now, this is double water energy happening here from a water signs, okay? So Pisces, as you're on the path today to discovering your purpose and whatever that is, and your purpose for today can be different from your purpose in life in totality, right? So as you're living in the now moment and you're thinking about what your purpose is, either your bigger purpose or the purpose of what the situation is that you're in right now, just know that all of these are links to transformation that's taking place in your life. And sometimes when we're going through transformation, we don't know that if we're in the eye of the storm. We don't know that we're going through transformation when we're feeling at our worst. All we know is that shit is not in the place where we want it to be, right? But just be mindful that this transformation is helping you to discover your purpose, okay? That could be the purpose for right now in this situation as you're watching this video, or this could be for the bigger purpose that you're moving towards. But just know, my wonderful Pisces, that you're going through a transformation period, and this is going to help you to discover your purpose overall, okay? Now, my wonderful Cancers, you guys have patience popping up today with this energy of transformation, okay? So just be mindful, Cancers, as you're moving through the day, to check in emotionally and see what's going on in your emotional life, because that part of you is going through transformation. And if you take a look at this card is the number 23 card in my healing deck. And if you add 2 plus 3 together, you get the number 5. So patience is going to bring about the change in this transformation that's needed, okay? So now let's move on to my wonderful air signs, okay? Okay, so my wonderful air signs, your zodiac card that popped out in your placement today is the eclipse in Aries, which is all about collaboration. So what this says for me today, my wonderful air signs, you will have to use today to collaborate with others, as well as I feel like to collaborate with your logical and your emotional part today. All right, so not only are you to collaborate with others today, but you just need to also be mindful to tap into your inner nature, your intuitive nature, which is going to be connected to your heart chakra, your emotional nature today also, my wonderful air signs. So air signs, because you guys are air sign, you got fire energy coming in today, okay? And with this fire energy, it's definitely telling you that compromise may be key today, okay? In in conjunction with teamwork. Okay, now let's start off with Geminis. Geminis is saying today, as you're stepping into a place where you're collaborating with others, you're going to have to be devoted and committed. Okay, now remember that fire energy is intuitive energy, so you can still use your intuitive nature. Okay, today as you are moving forth, my wonderful Geminis. Now, my wonderful Libras, you guys do have the Sun card clarifying this collaboration here that's going on. And the Sun card just says that you need to be able to enjoy the success and happiness. And this is going to come through collaboration, okay? A man can be in an island by himself, but who really wants to be in an island by themselves forever? I like my peace and my quiet too, but it does come in a place and time where I love to have people that I love around me. I love to, to laugh. I love to joke around with my friends. I love to have deep conversations. So, but I also love my quiet time. And I don't know about being in an island by myself. So just be mindful about that, okay? My wonderful Libras, it is about time, my Libras, that you enjoy, right, your success and happiness through collaboration. Now remember, right, you're going to be reaping what you sow in this season. So if you put in the work through the compromise within the teamwork and the relationships, you will start to see your reward. So success is coming in. So enjoy that happiness. Okay, my wonderful Aquarius, you got the moon energy clarifying your collaboration with the eclipse and Aries card. And with this moon energy is just saying you want to take note from your intuitive nature, from your intuitive messages that's coming in. Remember, fire energy represents your intuition, right? So just pay attention to your intuition as you're interacting with others today, my wonderful Aquarius. Okay, that's going to be important. Okay, all right. Now, last but not least, my wonderful earth signs landing in your placement. Your placement in this zodiac card is the Gemini card, the Sun and Gemini card, which talks about communication. Okay, so my wonderful Taurus is saying that as you open up and communicate today, especially when it comes to your love life, there is a new romantic cycle beginning. The one thing that they want you to be mindful of, my wonderful Taurus, because this is the moon in Libra energy, which is, that's a Venus love, balance, right? Don't stick your head in the sand when you need to communicate and talk about things as if they don't exist. Okay, you will have to clearly communicate your truths as you move forward in this new romantic cycle that's beginning. Okay, Capricorn, all right, your message is today, as you communicate clearly what you want today, you need to communicate looking at the bigger picture. Okay, so don't think short term today, or try not, even if you're communicating short term, you don't want to think short term. You want to think at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture. And I know, Capricorns, you're pretty good at being using things and making things useful. You're very resourceful. So as you're communicating today, make sure you're tapping into all of your resources and looking at the bigger picture of whatever it is you're communicating on today. Remember, overall energy on the board for everybody today is opportunities, transformation, collaboration, as well as communication, right? So that says that we're definitely shifting the energy, and everybody on this board, all zodiac signs on the board, is ready for this change that's coming in. You just need to step forward and do the inner work, right? And then take the outer action that's necessary as you move forward. So Capricorns, look at the bigger picture today, okay? As you are communicating your wants, your needs, your desires, your frustrations, whatever that is, look at it in totality, all right? Now, my wonderful Virgos, you guys have faith in your dreams today, and clearly communicate from a place of what you desire to experience and not what you fear. Do not speak into existence what you're fearing today, my wonderful Virgos. You've analyzed the whole thing, so speak from a place of things already being completed, the problem already being solved. Speak from a place of positivity today rather than a place of negativity. Okay, that's going to be important for you guys. All right. Okay, so that wraps up your daily vibration for today. You guys know I love y'all. All right. Okay, so today is Wednesday. Okay, November 4th, 2019, vibrating on the number 1. Just remember, intuitive energy is always in the atmosphere for you to be able to pay attention to. Today is a day for new beginners, and I just really feel like that's the vibe and the atmosphere today. Okay, creative day. So you're either thinking about the changes you want to make, thinking about the changes that you're gonna make, So there is this newness in the atmosphere. You can't quite put your finger on it, but there is this newness in the atmosphere, as well as this energy just to be your unique self, to be your own individuals. For those of us that are waking up, like, I don't want to mimic anybody. I want to be my own self, my own personal self, right? We do have raw power in the atmosphere today, or raw energy rather in the atmosphere today. Positivities in the atmosphere today. You also have the flip side of positivity, if that's in the atmosphere, which is negativity, passive aggressive energy and shit. Arrogance, so your narcissists, your hazels, and your gargamels, as well as your energy vampires are out today. So you want to make sure that you protect yourself with love, with positivity. Okay, surround yourself with whatever you need to surround yourself to keep yourself lifted up and above. Okay, so remember, guys, Friday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys can find me on YouTube at For Your Inner Voice. Okay, so come on and check me out, because we do a collective reading and then we answer questions from the chat. You guys can also find me on my podcast. That is the number For Your Inner Voice. Okay, I host on the Spiritual Chef, so I'm excited for you guys to join me in the podcast. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things over there, and you will be finding some readings on the podcast that you do not find here on YouTube. And I think I've already uploaded the predictions for 2020 part 1, so you guys can check that out on my podcast. All of the links will be in the description box below on YouTube. And I want to also let you guys know once again that I'm doing the holiday special for Korean love readings. If you guys are interested in scheduling a private reading / intuitive session with me, you can go ahead and email me at the number 4yourinnervoice@gmail.com. If you are interested in booking me for a speaking engagement, you can also email me at the number 4yourinnervoice@gmail.com. I'm super excited. I think I got like 2 more weeks to go with my 13-week crew. And then I'm going to take a break and start like a whole nother cycle of classes. So I will let everyone know what's going on for the new year. So for the month of January, I'm just putting together what my year of 2020 is going to be like. So you guys can stay tuned to all of the predictions and all of the extra stuff that I'm going to be presenting to you guys as I share, as I encourage, and as I inspire and share my gift with you guys. Okay, my lovely. So if you're tuning in on YouTube, you guys know I love you. Make sure that you like, subscribe, share, and comment. I love comments. If you are on my podcast, I would see you guys in tomorrow's daily. I love each and every one of you, and I want to thank you guys so much for each time you click on this video, each time you leave a comment, and each time you share. All right, you know how I do, my lovelies. You want to be kind